What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here for another month of Sealed Only. So we have decided to go a little bit under budget this month, because we plan to go over budget next month. I just kind of found it really awkward in like trying to pick up 20 bucks worth of filler on this, and then take away 20 bucks next month. So I figured we're just going to go under budget this month. Next month we're going to go over. Overall we spent 80 bucks this month, so $40 in each of these dual overloads. We got them from Amazon. I think I said that last week as I just punched the table really hard. Oh boy, that hurt a lot. But yeah, we'll get into an opening for this, guys. Hopefully we can pull some swap frogs so that this can start to look more like a frog deck as opposed to a barrier statue deck. Or not a barrier statue deck, that would be better than this. Because at the moment, it's just ice barriers. I went X2 at locals, but it wasn't a fun time. I would very much like this to be a better deck. So we're going to open up some packs. But let's get on into the opening for this one. So, I'm fairly sure I won't actually need to change the camera angle for this because we're opening dual overloads and they are very big. We'll get into our opening for these guys. Hopefully we can pull some swap frogs. Also a Hulk would probably help a bit. With the ban list coming, this loses a bit of its value because no longer is a Union Carrier a good card to pull. It's not going to get us any money back. As we pull the Dark Magicians for our giant card. Throw that over there. Oh, it's the one that we pulled last time. Great. Wonderful. Okay. But let's crack this open. Please give me swap frogs. Otherwise, next month we're going to look a little bit different in what we're going to be opening. We're going to be switching from trying to chase Totally Awesomes to, I guess, chasing more swap frogs. Hell, we're probably not going to pull it 3 anyway, so we're probably going to have to open up more of these. But let's get on into the first dual overload. Okay, we've got one tour guide, an Almirage, a Madame Veer, Last Warrior, and a Bloom. I'm fairly sure the first card in the pack is the good card, so, although the swap frogs hide in the back of the pack, so we're not too concerned. We've got an Infernal Devicer, Celestial, a Starfighter, a Chaos Goddess, and a Firebrand Hymnist. Come on. Give me some swap frogs, please. Ooh, okay, we'll take that. We've got an Infinite Impermanence, because the first card in the pack is always the good card. But we have an Imperm for the deck. That is actually going to be super helpful, because no hand traps was very rough. We've got one copy of Imperm going through. We've got a Dynamiscus as well. That's very good. I completely forgot that was in here. As now we've got an Umbrella and a Gigaplant. Finish off that. Next pack. I completely forgot stuff like Imperm was in here. Okay, we've got an Infinity next. So we've got Infinity, Chaos Goddess, Protector Whelp, Super Vehicle Roid, and a Dreadnought Dreadnoid. Next up, what have we got? I guess we got the Dreadnoids of rank 4, because I kind of needed rank 4s at time. We got the Banned Union Carrier, big sad. No need for that anymore. We've got a Stealth Vehicle Roid, a Hysteric Sign, Cybernetic Overflow, and a Hexasaucer. And last pack. Can we at least... What is Swap Frog even in this set? What if it's not? And I've just been wasting my money the whole time. We've got an Awakened Possessed, a Daigusto Emerald, a Starfire, an Omega, that's decent, and a Terraforming. No Swap Frogs in that box. I guess it's time to open up the second one. Hopefully we can get some Swap Frogs from here. Otherwise, this is going to get awkward real fast, isn't it? This is going to get real awkward real fast. We got a tool guide for our giant card out of there. Apparently the Dark Magician Girl giant cards of this are like worth money now. So, if you were holding on to those, you made like $4 profit. But, let's crack open these. Oh, we didn't get any packs with Hulk on it. That's why we didn't pull a Hulk, because there was no packs with Hulk. That's how you can tell. Fun fact. It's actually, like, stacked. But, okay, first pack here. We've got one Condemned Dark Lord, one Abyss King Gilgamesh, an MST, something decent, Malefic Selector, and an Ojama Emperor. Next off, let's find a place for some rubbish. I don't know why I got confused where my rubbish was going. A Phantasme, that's decent. It's a very decent card. They've got one Malefic Paradox Gear, a Vanity's Ruler, Malefic Territory, and a Ferocious Flame Swordsman. Next off, we've got A Celine, that's another decent card. This has been a good opening for value. Just not a good opening for swap frogs. We've got a Scrap Orthos, Samorg, Alien Shock Trooper, and a Dark card. I can never remember how to say that card's middle bit. Athelion? Dark Athelion Dragon? Let's go with that. That's what we're going with. Okay, 3 packs left. Still no swap frogs, but we've got a Sign Out Mining. This has been, yeah, really good for value. Still not good for swap frogs. Please give me a swap frog. A second Dynamiscus. Not a swap frog, though. 2 packs to go. Also, this pack it's got like a bend mark in it. I don't know how it's ended up with a bend mark in it. We've got a Bujinki, a Dreadnoid, a double Evo Pill, a Cubic Dharma, and Emma's Judgment. Last pack. We're gonna have to open more of this. Just for swap frogs. We've got a Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, an Umbrella, a Gigaplant, Celestial, and that is not a swap frog either. That's frustrating. What? Well, time to open more of this next month, I guess. We'll get into a bit of a profile for this, though. We're going to see a bit of stuff come into this. Yeah, that's rough. Okay, and we're back. So we've made some slight changes to the deck. Most importantly, this is not a frog deck like I want it to be. Yeah, that's really... yeah. We'll hopefully over time that'll change. But yeah, we've added in some hand traps and stuff. We've given the deck a bit more control, and hopefully it's going to fix it up a little bit. But starting us off, of course, we have 3 copies of Revealer. Starting off the main deck, so remove the extra deck out of the way there. We've got 3 copies of Revealer. I drew this card like it was my job at locals the other day. It was the only reason why I guess this was like somewhat playable. However, Pop Your Normal Summon quickly became a thing, and then everything spiraled out of control, and it was really bad. Next off, after that, we've got 3 copies of Speaker. Again, it still facilitates combos, so it stays in the deck. We have now trimmed down our lineups to just all one-offs. So playing 1 copy of Wayne. Card was good, just like I didn't always go second, so like card was bad in some of those situations. Then we've got 1 copy of Cryomancer and 1 copy of Defender. If I was going to increase anything, I'd probably either put Defender or Hexa to 2. I just found I was bricking on them because I'd draw them and then not be able to summon them from deck, and it sucked. But we do have 1 copy of Hexa and then 1 copy of Prior, round out our ice barriers. Overall, just one-offs. I don't like drawing them in a lot of situations. Like, Prior's fine to draw. The other 3, like, not so much. You kind of want to have them in deck. But, yeah, it's the reason why we play one-offs, I guess. After that, we've got 3 copies of Gen X Undyne and 1 copy of Controller, just to kind of facilitate general water stuff. 3 copies of Silent Angler, again, acts as our extender. Then we've got 1 copy of Phantasme, rounds out our monster lineup. Hopefully this will fix the bricks. Hopefully we can just see this, and then just put back the cards that we don't want. Yeah, hopefully that fixes things. Next off, we go into our spells. We've got 3 copies of Winds Over the Ice Barrier. Cards, good. I just haven't really found a good application for it yet. Possibly as I get deeper into the deck, I'll come to understand this a bit more. 3 copies of Add Everything, good card. 3 copies of Reborn. Not once did I have this card in my hand and not have a target for it, which was very good. Helped me play in some situations, and in some situations it didn't matter because I was losing. Next off, we've got 3 copies of Freezing Chains, another card that, again, helped me extend quite a lot. Helped me set up boards that were not good boards, but were, like, not I auto-lose boards, which I guess was good for the situations. Next off, we go into our traps. We've got 3 copies of Crackdown. Again, stealing card from the opponent, good. Good against Salamangreat. Bad if you're not going first against Salamangreat. Then we've got 2 copies of Paleozoic Dynamiscus that we've added in here. Gives you that level 2 water on board. Also, the Banish is good. 2 copies of Back Row Clear in Heavy Storm Duster. We are, of course, citing the 3rd. We are now down to 1 copy of Fiendish Chain because it's not super necessary. It's a bit slow, a bit old. And then we've got the 1 copy of Imperm to round out the main deck. But now we will get into the extra. And of course, for our extra, we are 3 copies of Trishula Zero. The extra deck's still a little boring, but it does have some change. So we've got 3 copies of Trish Zero, 3 Brio, 3 Gungnir, and of course, now that it's back at 3 copies of DeLorean. Just again, we're playing structure decks, so 3-3-3-3. Then we've got the 1 Trish, because it's at 1. If it was at 3, this deck would actually be like a bit more playable, because your Trish 0 could resolve more than once. Hopefully though, to help that out, we are playing the 1 copy of Daigusto Emerald now, so hopefully we can, if the game goes more than 3 turns, we can like put the Trish back with the Daigusto Emerald, and then hopefully resolve another Trish 0 if we need to. But then of course we do have Omega to do again the same job, but Omega rounds out the extra. Also, rip card from hand. Good. Next off though, we will get into the side. Of course, this is still the same, so like no massive changes. We're just playing the Floodgates, so we've got 3 copies of Warlock and 3 copies of Spellbreaker, just in case we come up with a matchup where they can't out this stuff. Then we've got 3 copies of a Pointer of the Red Lotus. Rip those cards from hand that we worry about. Ripped a Gazelle with this, didn't matter. Then we've got 3 copies of Mind Drain, just to try and stop hand effects again. Then we've got 2 copies of Terror of Trish. I actually cited this in once and it came up, was good. I probably wouldn't still consider main decking it just because it's super situational. Going first is like the only time I felt comfortable playing that, so in it came. And then of course, rounding out the main deck, extra side, that thing, rounding out the whole entire deck as a whole, even though I've been doing everything over here instead of over here because I've got the camera slightly off center, is the 1 copy of Heavy Stormduster. But that will of course wrap us up for this month's sealed only. Please hit the like button and send your blessing so that hopefully we'll get a Swap Frog. What if Swap Frog's not even in the set? What if I've just wasted money? I guess so. We got impermanent stuff. Gotta look on the bright side. Where's my Swap Frog?